And most people, when they go in the gym, they are focused extrinsically. They are thinking about doing something to the weights with their muscles.
Yes. Yes.
What we're going after is not performance. We're not trying to make the weight go up and down as many times as possible. We're using the weight as a tool to load the muscle, to produce rapid and deep fatigue. So on every movement, even if it's cammed in a really idealized piece of machinery, there is a point in the range of motion, usually due to joint angle issues, where there is a sticking point, where it's harder than everywhere else. At that point in the range of motion, you are going to most aggressively recruit motor units. So in a given targeted muscle, a motor unit is, say, 1,000 fibers scattered homogeneously throughout the muscle, innervated by a single nerve, like a wire going to a spark plug. Well, you have like 1,000 different motor units in this muscle, all spread about homogeneously, each with their own nerve. Those are all firing in rapid, random fashion, like the pistons of your car, like an 8-cylinder car. But when you get in that mid portion where you're really aggressively loading the muscle and it can't escape from the load and the fatigue, what's happening is you're recruiting more and more motor units and fatiguing them. And those motor units drop out. And as those motor units drop out, it's like you're pulling the plug, like you're pulling a spark plug on your car. So when you go from 8 cylinders down to 4 cylinders, the rapid firing is no longer enough to make it smooth movement. So it'll be slower because you got fewer motor units. It's like you pulled a spark plug and now the engine's running rough. That's the tremor that you felt. You're actually demonstrating the falling out of motor units at that particular portion of the range of motion because the fatigue is so aggressive. Over time, you get stronger. So in that sticking point, you're not knocking out as many motor units as you were previously. So you're able to smooth that out because you don't have as few motor units firing at that point. What you're doing in the gym, because you get your ego tied up in the extrinsic.
Yeah.
How much weight can I make go up and down 10
Yeah.
times? That's not the issue. It's how can I use the weight to, in continuous fashion, load and fatigue the muscle. If you're doing it better, you may get less reps. It may look less impressive on paper, but what you've done internally is actually more beneficial.